Welcome an adjunct professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. Dan, so currently Fox and CBS, of course, own the rights to afternoon games, but those deals actually end in 2033, and the NFL holds the rights to end their partnerships early. Do you think that Netflix actually has a chance of stealing either of their deals?
Well, let me tell you what it's going to come down to. Money. That's what it always comes down to. So if Netflix has the ability to get in the game and be able to offer the money it's going to take for the NFL to switch and switch early, I think it could happen. Now, keep in mind, Netflix has a pretty large global footprint, and that will be of interest to the NFL. But in the end, it will come down to, can Netflix come up with enough money to incentivize the NFL to make that switch?
Yeah, it's just, I think I'm just frustrated about this entire thing because it feels like a lot of these streaming services are now taking over these live sports. You know, you used to be able to just turn on ABC, CBS and your cable and be able to watch a sports game. And now you've got to, have Netflix, you've got to have Prime. Everyone has to download and buy all of these different streaming services. And I feel like we're getting a lot of streaming fatigue in the industry right now. But moving on a little bit, Capital One moving forward with its acquisition of Discover. This after shareholders at both companies actually approved the deal. The credit card companies are hoping the merge will be completed early this year, but it's still subject to review by the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of Currency. Dan, do you think that this goes through and these finance companies combine?
Yeah, I think it will. In looking at this deal, I don't see a reason why this wouldn't be in the best interest of the consumer or go against consumers in any way. Listen, credit cards are still going to charge outrageous balances. So these two coming together, I don't really view it as shaking up the market too much. So I think it goes.
Interesting. Well, we are definitely going to follow that one. But I really been interested to get to this one to get your opinion. So Nike bringing in Kim Kardashian to try to sell to more women amid its sales slump. The company bringing in the Kardashian to promote their new NikeSkims, which is based off her super famous shapewear line. So Dan, the company has actually seen its stock value drop by over a quarter over the past year. Do you think bringing in Kim Kardashian is going to help? Because you're looking at the past and you're seeing, they had to deal with Caitlin Clark, a lot of the U.S. women's national soccer team players, Serena Williams, all of these athletes for this athletic brand. Do you think Kim Kardashian is going to help this brand?
Well, it looks to me that Nike may be throwing a Hail Mary here. Obviously, they've had some challenges. We've seen this trend for a while. I have to be honest with you, Alex. I do not understand the whole thing about the Kardashians. However, when you look at her company, Skims, right, it's worth $4 billion. Now, I don't view Kim Kardashian as Michael Jordan. However, if you look at how things went with Kanye West and Adidas and his shoe line, Yeezy, that line did extremely well, but of course, before he went off the deep end. That was a great deal for both parties. So now, can that be replicated with Kim Kardashian and Nike? Maybe it can.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me, by the way, but maybe it can.
Yeah, I mean, you make some fantastic points there. And whether you like the Kardashians or not, you have to admit they are very good business women. And everyone has those Skims. Like you said, they're doing fantastic. So we will wait and see how this does. Finally, I'm so happy we're talking about this one. So Cheetos releasing its brand new Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle flavor yesterday. Dan, I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to admit this on national television. I went and bought 6 bags yesterday. So the new flavor comes after videos emerged on social media of fans putting the brand's Flamin' Hot Cheeto powder, dubbed Cheetle, on pickles. The company also said the Pinterest naming pickles is one of its top trends for 2025. You just heard I bought 6 bags. Will you be trying these?
Well, if I'm going to try it, it won't be starting off with 6 bags. Now, listen, I do love pickles. Now, whether, mixing them with Cheetos is the magic match, I'm not so sure. So I may wait and see to get your reaction first here, Alex, on those 6 bags. Maybe you could spare one and I'll try it. But that's where I am on this.
I should have brought that. I wish I would have known we were doing this story. I could have brought a bag and tried it live on air because honestly, I don't even know what they taste like. I'm just all in that I bought that many bags. But anyway, Dan Geltrude, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure seeing you.
Thanks.